Today I'm going to be explaining when the best time is to sell your home in 2024. Plus I'm going to give you things to consider before you actually list that home of yours. What's up guys? Anthony Esposito with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert in the Cleveland, Ohio area. I work with buyers, sellers, investors in all their residential needs, specializing in new builds and upsizing. If you get anything from this video, please don't forget, smash that like button, comment, and subscribe for further videos coming your way. So as a seller, you want the most money out of your house, right? Well, of course you do. Who doesn't? Everybody wants to make the most that they can get off of their house and put all that money into their pocket, put it into a down payment, buying new furniture for your new house, you name it. But as we're entering into a new year, the interest rates have come down. They're projected to keep coming down, which is going to bring more buyers back into that market and make it easier to sell your home. So as we get ready to enter into a new year, January, we always see statistically the sales start to increase. February goes up, March goes up, April goes up, so on and so forth. It just keeps increasing until the end of fall, and then it decreases again. So you ask yourself, when do I list my home? Well, the truth is, ultimately, it is completely up to you and when it's the most convenient for you. But there are certain months where your home will sell faster, it'll sell for more money. With the exception of the past few years, thanks a lot COVID. That was not something of the norm, so don't expect that to keep going forward as we move along and we have this shift that has actually been taking place and is happening. So you want to look at demand to start. When is demand typically the highest? Well, that's normally late spring. And that's basically due to the fact that school is letting out, families are eager to get themselves situated and settled into a new home before that next school year actually starts up. So a lot of times spring really blows up with the real estate market. And you also have to look at the mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are coming down. So that is going to bring a lot of demand back. There is a ton of pent-up demand. There's a lot of people that are just begging and dying to get into a home. First-time homeowners. Obviously, everybody who is refinanced and you're sitting around that super low interest rate that was like a unicorn, around that 3% mark. Some of you even got less than that. So you have a lot of pent-up demand that's going to be coming your way. These interest rates coming down, I think there's going to be a huge explosion of demand that is going to end up taking place this year in the market. Next, you want to look at the competition. So if you need to sell your home fast, you're going to end up wanting to list when there's less homes to choose from, but there's also still a decent amount of demand. Recently, stats have shown that the month of March is actually the fastest month for home sales. So consider that if you need a fast sell, but there's still a little bit of that demand. And then December, that's going to end up being the slowest month. Holiday season, people are busy with families, friends. They're spending money if you're celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving. There's a lot of money being spent. It's the end of the year. Around this area, Northeast Ohio, people don't typically like to move in the winter. So there is that factor. Plus, it's in the middle of the school year. And then April is host to the most new listings that end up taking place. Again, it's due to the end of the school year. People are trying to get settled into their new home before the next school year starts. So you also want to look at your home unbiasedly. Put yourself in a buyer's shoes, walking into your home for the first time. Take a look around and see, what can be updated. What can be put into like neutral color for paints, for example. You're going to want to paint your house neutral if it isn't already, or you just freshen it up if there's some nicks on the walls, any type of damages. Carpeting, if carpet needs to be, fixed, correct it. Stains, it's always a big turn off for people. Get neutral carpet. get neutral paint. It's very inexpensive to do so. It's one of the best things that you can do to kind of spruce that home up, excite the buyers that are coming through. And you also want to look at other updates that you may be able to do that'll increase your value of your home. Obviously, the kitchen is a major one. There's a lot of people, most people, who actually want a updated kitchen. It's the heart of the home, and it's going to provide some of the highest value to your house. Depending on what you do to it, the return on investment can be anywhere from 91 to 98% of what you put into it. That is absolutely crazy. It drives home sales. I've been in homes personally where a bunch of the house is kind of beat up, hideous colors, hideous carpeting, maybe have wallpaper on the walls, you name it, but the kitchen's been completely updated and people have still put offers in due to the fact of that kitchen. So pay attention to that, especially basements. That's another big one. You got a place to sit outside, entertain. That's also a big one. Believe it or not, laundry rooms, like a separate laundry room. There's a lot of people that are looking for laundry rooms. They're wanting a little bit of space. I've come across to where utility sinks are kind of a big thing. So really take a step back, put yourself in a buyer's shoes, and act like you are walking into your house to actually buy it. And really, really ask yourself, is there anything that needs to be updated? Because your taste is always going to be different than somebody else's taste. So neutral colors is a key factor. Any of the major updates, if you have the money to do it, go ahead and do it. You're going to get a return of investment of a very high number, so you will make money off of doing that and increase your home's value. But before you do end up jumping into that, I would advise talk to someone like myself, a realtor. Get advice from us, because sometimes it's not always the best case for you to really upgrade anything major or put a lot of money into certain aspects of the home. That's why we always say you're better off to be the worst house in the neighborhood rather than the best house in the neighborhood, because that worst house, the best house is going to end up driving up that price tag that's on there, where if you have the best house in the neighborhood, that worst house is actually going to bring your price down. So every situation's different, every upgrade is different, but there are a few of them that are key to getting that house ready to go and sell to put the most money in your pocket. One of the most important things that I always tell somebody when I'm out on a listing appointment, or if I'm talking to them on the phone, I want to find out what your current situation may be. Because there are times where I've told people maybe now is not the time for you to sell. I know, a brand new house, super exciting, it always is, but maybe it's better to wait a year, 2 years. It really just depends on your situation, but you don't want to rush into anything, because after all, this is one of the biggest investments that anybody ever makes. Majority of people that are out there, this is the biggest investment that you will end up making. So you don't want to rush into anything. You don't want to force yourself into something that you're just going to hate, 3, 6 months down the road, 12 months down the road, 2 years down the road. You want to find something that is going to be your home, a place to call home. And you want to make sure that your home that you established, you may have a family with, be sure that it's the right time to move out. Is it something where you need more space? Is it something where you need, less stairs, where you have to downsize? Every situation is different, and you want to put yourself in a good position where you're going to make profit off of the sale of your home and still have money to, buy brand new furniture or, get those drapes, the blinds. There's a lot of little stuff that adds up because they are very expensive. So just make sure you do the homework, you really sit down and think about the different reasons of why you're looking to sell. Do I need to sell, or do I want to sell? And is now the right time, or should I wait 6, 12, 24, 36 months? There's a lot to go into it, so just make sure that it's the right time for you. So having said all of that, giving you different things to consider, especially with the slowest month being December, the quickest home sale month being March, and the most new listings that pop up in a month being April, the absolute best time to sell your home statistically is going to be that late spring through early summer. And it goes May, June, July, August. That's the months that line up with the most profit. So May being the highest, April being the least amount. Having said that, it's not a huge difference. But those are the months that you're going to want to potentially look into if it suits your needs, if it suits your time frame. Because ultimately, that's what it boils down to, is when you are ready to sell. Not anybody else, not an agent that's trying to get you, to sell the home, put it on the market, do their thing. I'm not saying anything bad about agents. I'm just saying when it's right for you, it's convenient for you, that's when you end up listing. But statistically, late spring through early summer are the best times to sell your home due to the profit that you can potentially make on that home. So there you have it, guys. That is when the best time is to sell your home for the upcoming year of 2024. If you got anything from this video, please smash the like button. Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you of what your experience has been, or what it may end up being, or what you're going through right now. Also, too, don't forget, you can reach me, call, text, email, any day, any night. I am readily available. I would love to help you out, give you any type of insight, walk you through the process, figure out even when the best time is for you to sell. It doesn't matter where you're at. Happy to help you out any way that I can. Also, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to be able to see the next videos that I got coming up. I'm super excited for them. I even got a property tour that's coming up of an excellent home. You don't want to miss that one. So hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.